Hi, welcome to a new episode of The Young and the Restless. We opened up with Kyle running out of the Abbott house and he stopped by Diane and he announced to her that he was fired from Newman and she questions why he got fired. She thinks that it's because of Audra, but Kyle doesn't want to talk about it. Then we see Tucker runs into Audra at the jazz lounge and Audra tells Tucker that she is not trying to revisit their past. Seems like they were flirting with each other or something. But Tucker doesn't believe it and tells her that he has been thinking about her. Then we see Billy then runs into Phyllis in the Jack, runs into Phyllis at the Chancellor Park, and he lets her know that he is not interested in talking to her, and he wished not to be civil with her either, and says that they have nothing left together after Kyle and Summer's marriage is over. Then we see Billy approaches Adam at society and he brings up Adam losing his job at Newman and says that he may need money. Adam questions what that he wants and Billy says that he wants help. Billy asks for the information that he has on Tucker. Billy asks Adam what's the price for the info. Then we see Phyllis says to Jack that she has nothing to say to him. She has something to say to him and he should listen. Jack says that he will give her 1 minute. She acknowledged that she screwed up, but she is trying hard to change. Jack says he hopes that she turns things around for the sake of Summer and Daniel. But Jack says that he said goodbye to Phyllis at her memorial service and she is still dead to him. He then walks off, and Daniels comes over, and Phyllis asks Daniel if he heard everything that went down, and Daniel says yes, it sounded rough. On one hand, he wanted to walk up to Jack and say, "How dare you talk to my mom like that?" But on the other hand, he says that Phyllis kinda deserves it. Phyllis says that what Jack said hurts her feelings, and Phyllis then tells Daniel that she also lost her job with Sharon and Nick. Then we see Kyle tells Diane that he doesn't want to talk about losing his job. Diane asks what's next, and Diane stressed that Kyle needs a future and a career to stay on the right path. He should come back to Jabu. Kyle says that he will only come back if Jack replace Billy with him. Then we see Billy announce to Adam that Tucker and Ashley are overboard both personally and professionally. And Adam understands why Billy would go on the offense about Tucker, says that Tucker might be angry and wants revenge. Then we see Audra wants to join Tucker in taking away Jabo from Jack and Billy. And Audra expressed that her job isn't safe at Newman, but she likes her job. Tucker says that he is moving forward with or without Audra, but Audra is curious as to what position she will hold when Tucker gets Jabo. Then we see Tucker says that he has no specific job titles for her as yet. Tucker expressed that his takeover is revenge to punish the Abbotts for shattering his marriage with Ashley. Tucker claims that he has a secret weapon and it's a person. I'm wondering who that person is. Couldn't be Billy, or is Ashley working with Tucker still? And this whole fake marriage is being over is a ploy. Then we see Adam sees that he is having second thoughts into getting into anything with Billy, and he is turning a corner and going modest these days. Billy laughs in disbelief and asks if Victor really actually buys Adam's story. Billy tells him that he will never change and he will always be Adam Newman and asks him what's the price to get the information. Then we see Phyllis vents that she can't catch a break and she's tired of defending herself. And Daniel tells her that everyone has heard the same story from her before. Hence, what no one is believing her. Phyllis expressed that she is desperate and she is under pressure by the insurance company to pay back the money that Jeremy stole. Phyllis thinks that Jeremy is right, that she should have left town and never looked back, but Daniel tells her that she can't leave him and Summer again. Daniel then offers her a job with Omega Sphere. Then we see Daniel says that he will be watching her like a hawk, and Phyllis thinks about her talk with Tucker and tells Daniel that she will have to think about it. Danielle tells her that she needs to stop getting in her way and leaves. Then we see Jack returns to the Abbott house and Kyle knows that he got fired and Jack asks Kyle if he's ready to come back at Jabot. Kyle requests to have Billy's job and Billy be fired. Then we see Adam tells Billy that he will think about it and Billy gets mad and says that it's not worth the headache trying to get information from Adam. Then he walks off, bumps into Tucker, and Tucker stops him and says that he thought they had a meeting. Billy tells him that it must have been someone else and leave. Then we see Jack tells Kyle that he's thrilled at the idea of him coming back to replace Billy, but he can't replace Billy as yet. Then Kyle gets pissy and whines and leaves. Then we see Diane says that she gave Kyle hope and tried to convince him and tell him that Billy will be fired. Then we see Audra runs into Billy at the athletic club and he asks her what Tucker is up to. And Audra claims that she has no idea into Tucker's business. Then we see Billy tells her to protect herself and be on the right side of things. Then we see Tucker questions Adam on what he and Billy are talking about. Adam claims that he and Billy just can't coexist, and Adam questions why Tucker is interested. Is he planning to go after Jabot? Then we see Kyle is sobbing about Audra, and he's been such a wuss. He goes over to Audra's table at the athletic club, and Kyle pretends like he's good and asks if she is good, and Audra questions if he blames her for him getting fired. Then we see Phyllis is in the park trying to figure out her next move, and she says to herself that she has to do this. But after this, never again is she going to do it again. It seems like she's chosen to work with Tucker, and she texts Tucker that she is ready. Then we see Adam calls Tucker's honeymoon the shortest and question what Tucker is up to next. Tucker says that Adam shouldn't eat everything up quite yet. Then he gets a text from Phyllis and he then suddenly says that he has to leave. Then we see Kyle says that he doesn't blame Audra. Audra questions does he has an attitude with him now all of a sudden. Kyle says that he's just surprised that she was able to turn off her feelings so quickly. Audra says that they weren't that deep. It's time for them to move on. And Audra tells Kyle to dig deep and fight for Summer because clearly he still loves her. Then we see Billy bumps into both Phyllis and Tucker at the door at the athletic club. And Billy sees that the interaction is weird between Tucker and Phyllis. But the two of them pretend like they weren't meeting up. Tucker goes upstairs, Phyllis goes to the bar, and Billy stands there and watches because he's picking up something. Billy goes outside, and then we see Phyllis runs upstairs to go to Tucker, but Billy is there watching them. Phyllis goes up, and Tucker questions if Billy saw her, and Phyllis claims that no. But Tucker says he wants access to someone's financials, and Phyllis says that she wants her money first. Thanks for watching. Bye.